When the doctor broke the news, there was tension so high it could have been cut with a knife. The young mother didn't know what to do. Was there something wrong with her newborn? The news was like a bolt from the blue. The birth had not had any problems. Yes, triplets, but perfectly healthy. It wasn't long before one of the daughters found herself in a very peculiar situation. Bella, 36 years old, stared at the door without saying a word for a few minutes. The birth of the triplets had been a complete success. She'd also gone more smoothly than the doctors expected. However, the doctor had foreseen possible problems, given that they were triplets, after all. Twins can be complicated, he told her before the birth. In reality, there were no serious problems. Yet Bella didn't seem happy, and the tension could be felt in the air. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and click the notification bell for more amazing stories. Her husband, Josh, 37, was over the moon. He held the children in his arms and couldn't get enough of them. But Bella knew there was a storm coming. The doctor left to check the results of the newborn's exam in the next room. Newborns are always examined after they are delivered. In most cases, it is just a formality, especially with a successful birth. Bella's maternal instincts told her that wasn't the case for her. When the doctor finally entered the room, she already knew that the news wasn't going to be very comforting. Indeed, the doctor's expression was not a good omen. Now Josh was noticing too. Both spouses held their breath, waiting. There was a tense atmosphere in the room. Bella felt something was about to happen, but she wasn't ready. Somewhere, deep down, she felt that everything had gone too smoothly, that there had to be a sudden turn of events. The young parents held the triplets tightly in their arms. They were ready to do anything to make sure they were okay. But would it be necessary? The doctor began to speak, and everyone in the room looked at him. "I just looked at the test results," he said. "I'm sorry. I made a mistake." This news came suddenly. How can a doctor make a mistake? After all, so much depends on him, and ordinary people without medical training rely on him. Bella and Josh suddenly felt helplessness mixed with bitterness. What was happening to their children? "I still can't tell you exactly what happened," the doctor continued. "In any case, little Kara must be examined further." Bella looked at one of her triplets. She seemed completely at peace. Her mother whispered in her ear, "It's going to be okay, honey. I promise." Bella entrusted her baby to Dr. Ken, hoping he could correct her mistake. Dr. Ken, however, was taken aback by a familiar condition in the child, reminiscent of his time in Kenya with Doctors Without Borders. He remembered a particular woman who gave birth during a calm day amidst a war zone. The child she brought with her was restless, seeming to have a minor skin issue at first glance. But this was not the case. Despite traditional examinations yielding no results, Dr. Ken sensed something amiss with the girl. Test results were sent to Kenya's main hospital, leading to unprecedented confusion among doctors. Dr. Ken recalled a similar case in Kenya, but Kara's situation was even more perplexing. After thorough examination, he returned Kara to her parents, certain it mirrored the African case. Bella and Josh eagerly awaited news, listening intently as Dr. Ken recounted his past experience. When Bella asked about the African girl's outcome, a glimmer of hope appeared on Dr. Ken's face for the first time. After careful consideration, it turned out not to be a health hazard, he said. In fact, it even turned out to be beneficial. The girl was in unprecedented physical shape. Her muscles were developed more optimally than usual. She was also taller than the others. A few years later, I saw her on TV. She won 3 Olympic medals in 2 different sports. It was the first time ever I was superficial in not immediately paying attention to her credentials. Bella and Josh breathed a sigh of relief. It turned out they were having a little girl with great potential. And 6 months later, it turned out to be Kar had actually developed faster than the average child. She was stronger and faster, and her will to win was better demonstrated. His talent first manifested itself in the crawl competition, in which children under 1 year of age competed. He not only won that event, but set a record that is unlikely to ever be broken. Who knows if he will participate in the Olympics? Thanks for tuning in to Spread Channel. Until next time, keep your imagination soaring.